Welcome to week 2. So this week we're looking at equation of the normal and stationary points. All these are the new syllabus topics. Yeah. So I hope you understood what we looked at last week. So come with me as we look at this new topic. So find an equation of the normal. Find an equation of the normal. There are 4 things you should know. Find y if you have not been given. 2. Find the derivatives, which you know. Then find m1 and m2. M stands for gradient. Then use y minus y1 is equals to m2 x minus x1. Then take note that m1, m2 is equals to -1. So we only have one example. This is an exam question. So here we go. Find the equation of the curve, which is normal at x is equals to 2, and the equation is y is equals to x to the power 3 minus 3 over 2 x squared. So check this. We have not been given y here. So I have not been given y. So they're saying x is equals to 2. So what you do is this. So y, let's write our equation. So y is equals to, our x have been given is 2 to the power 3 minus 3 over 2. Then we write 2 squared in brackets. So y is equals to 2 to the power 3 is 8. This is 2 times 2 times 2. Then here we have 3 over 2. 2 to the power 2 is 4. You can simplify this. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 4 is 2. So y is equals to 8 minus 3 times 2 is 6. So y is equals to 2. So you always have to have 2 coordinates. So our x we were given is 2 and our y we were found is 2. So we have 2, 2. Once we have this, now we can find our derivative. So come with me. So second step, find dy dx. dy dx. So is equals to, check this. This is x to the power 3. We learned that this 3 must multiply the constant here, which is 1. So it becomes 3x, 3 minus 1. Remember, we subtract, minus. This 2 multiplies this one, which becomes 6x, 2 minus 1 over 2. So dy dx is equals to 3x to the power 2 minus 2 into 6 is 3x. This is 2 minus 1 is 1. We do not include 1 because there's a 1 here already. So you have found your dy dx. Yeah, you are following the steps. The next thing now is to find your m1. So m1 is equals to the derivative you have found. So our x we are given is 2. Remember in the equation they said x is 2. So we said 3, 2 to the power 2 minus 3, then 2. So m1 is equals to 3. This is 4 minus this is 6. So m1 is equals to, so give us 12 minus 6. So m1 is equals to 6. You have found your m1. Yeah. The next thing is to find your m2. Remember, they have told us that m1, m2 is equals to -1. Our m1 we found that is 6. We don't know our m2 is equals to -1. So over 6, because we want to find our m2. So this cancels. So m2 is equals to -1 over 6. Yeah. The final thing now is your equation is equals to m2x minus x1. So y minus x1 is 2. y1 is 2. m2 is -1 over 6. Then we have our x minus x1 is 2. Yeah. This is what we have. We have y minus 2 is equals to -1 over 6 and x minus 2. So we have to break this. So we have y minus 2 is equals to -1 times x. It's -x over 6. -1 times -2 is plus 2 over 6. So let's take this here. It to be easier. So we have y minus 2 is equals to -x over 6 plus 2 over 6. What we do is group the like terms. So we have y minus, y is equals to negative x over 6 plus 2 over 6. This goes this side, it's plus 2. So we find what's common here. Y is equals to, introduce a 1 because it's a fraction. What's common here is 6. 6 into 6, 1 times negative x, it's negative x. 6 into 6, 1 times 2, it's plus 2. 1 into 6, 6. 6 times 2 is 12. So y is equals to negative x plus this will give us 14 over 6. So therefore, y is equals to negative x over 6 plus 14 over 6. So that is it. Just pause the video where you're not clear. Let's now move on to stationary points. So these occur when dy dx is equals to 0. And then these are the steps to find stationary points. So to find stationary points, 1, set the first derivative of the function to 0. And 2, factorize. Then 3, solve. So I have an example here. Find the stationary points of the curve y is equals to x to the power 3 minus 3x squared plus 8. So this is what we have. X to the power 3 minus 3x squared plus 8. So the solution is this. We need to find the derivative, which is, so you said dy dx is equals to 3 times 1 is 3x, 3 minus 1, minus 2 times 3 is 6x, 2 minus 1. You remember that the derivative of a number is 0, so don't put anything. Don't put anything there. Don't put 0. So 3x squared minus 6x. So this is your answer. And then they said, set this to 0. So you're going to have 3x squared minus 6x is equals to 0. So what you need to do here is factorize. Factorization means finding what's common. What's common between 3x squared minus 6x is 3x. So what's common you put outside the brackets. So 3 into 3 is 1. X into x squared is x minus 3 into 6 is 2. X into x is 1, so you don't put anything there, you just put 0. You solve. This is how you solve. So this is 3x is equals to 0, you get that. Or x minus 2 is equals to 0. So over 3 over 3. This will cancel. X is equals to 0. Or x is equals to, this goes this side, becomes plus 2. Because 0 plus 2 is 2. So you have your x as 0. Or x is equals to 2. What you need to do now is find your y. How do you find y? Always when you're finding y, you use the original. So you say when x is equals to 0, what is the y? Let's write our equation. Our equation x to the power 3 minus 3x squared plus 8. So say y is equals to, so where there's x, let's put our 0, power 3 minus 3, 0 squared plus 8. So this will give you 8. This will give you 8. Yeah? Then now you say when x is equals to 2. You are finding stationary points when x is equals to 2. So let's write our original here. Original equation. Then you say y is equals to, this will give you 2 to the power 3. 3, 2 to the power 2 plus 8. So when you punch this on your calculator, it will give you 4. So this, your x is 2, always start with x, 2, y is 4. Here, our x is 0, our y is 8. So if you say, therefore, stationary points occur at 0,8, 2,4. So that's it. That's it for this week. Look out for next week where we'll be looking at definite and indefinite integration. Where you're not clear, please pause the video, go through the assignment. The quiz will be sent on Wednesday. Stay blessed.